afternoon, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and today we are back. Happy first day of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Lord's Day. It is a wonderful, wonderful day. Let me tell you what I just saw on the internet. We'll get into everything else that y'all done missed. First and foremost, we just found out the Transformers Generations Prime Seeker multi-pack will be dropping. Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you how much I cannot wait to see the Seekers multi-pack? Now, I don't know if it's going to be like the new Starscream and Thundercracker and Skywarp mold. I don't know. I haven't read quite that far into it. I just saw Seekers and was like, yes. Now, what I would love, y'all know what I'm about to say. I want new Tetrajets. And no, to the person in the comments that was like, did you like Tetris? That has nothing to do with each other. The first episode of Transformers, they didn't have planes. They turned into triangles that flew away. That's what I want to see. But I'm very excited about this new Seeker multi-pack. And the pre-orders should go up during San Diego Comic-Con. Then, Studio Series Dreamwave Sunstorm. Oh boy! Right when you finally get away from all the madness, they slowly try to figure out a way to wheel you right back in. And yes, come on now, Sunstorm, Dreamwave Sunstorm was announced. Also, the collaborative Fast and Furious 2-pack. That's going to be Dom's car and Brian's car. Now, not to be confused with the Hot Wheels collaboration, not to be confused with the Monster Jam collaboration. That is going to be absolute fire. Then we heard that the Mystery Machine is also in a collab this year or to come. The Mystery Machine, I'm with the Mystery Machine. I was around, I was alive during Mystery Machine days, and that's what I'm talking about. I would love to see that. Then again, finally they showed the Monster Jam Transformers Gravedigger crossover. Fire, absolutely fire. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, what do y'all think about these new reveals and all of these reveals that are just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me let you in on what you missed. While y'all were asking, hey, are you going to go on a hunt while you're in Florida? Is there anything that you're looking for while you're in Florida? Why are you not at Targets and Walmarts in Florida sending pictures? Why? Because Amazon was doing the work for me here at home. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, when I got home, my son, well, he took care of the house for us while we were gone. And when I got home, he made sure that this right here was right there at the front door. You hear this? That's a whole bunch of goodness in there, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Oh! So what's in the box, Prime 14th, or whatever y'all call me? Unk. So let's look, shall we? Number one, I did get finally the Autobot triple changer that I made a video and told y'all about, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't have a Sandstorm. I need a Sandstorm for $40, even though he has the toy accurate face. This is going to be fun. So look forward to a short with whomever I open first. Probably gonna be him, but that will be coming up later this evening. I had to have him, right? Because I have Octane. And if you know, like I know, if you know, you know. The episode with him and Octane was one of those ones that stayed seared in my mind because I liked episodes where they showed two different faction members getting along. You know what I mean? I thought that was such a cool episode back then and still to this day and the other night when I watched it after I ordered this. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got Sandstorm. And then, speaking of episodes, I was like, I've seen this guy a million times at every Target, every Walmart, everywhere, and I knew the episode. I knew he was a bounty hunter. He was a lone bounty hunter off on the planet, and then at the end, he shot at like Blitzwing and Astro Train and all of them. He took them out, and he followed them, and he shot the cone heads, and then he grabbed the little green alien. He said, "Let's roll." And the alien got in the ship, and they flew off together. And I'd forgotten that they showed his alt mode in that episode. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, DevCon is here. And he does his little Evo jet fusion thing with the thrusters becoming guns and so forth. I love how this looks. That blue and that red just really pops on him. My thing was, like, I had seen him everywhere since he's come out, like on clearance. And just like, I don't know, with me, if I see a toy that's on clearance and it stays on clearance for a long, long, long time, I'm kind of like, man, something wrong with it. There's a reason that this is in the store, Age of the Primes Red Alert. Speaking of, did y'all hear that there's going to be another Age of the Primes Red Alert that comes out with 8 mini-cons? Yes, there is, and it is coming also later on in the lines, but JT Prime leaked it, so you know it's true. But yes, another one down for the Grail to close out the collection, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna open him today also, and then, wait, we ain't done. We are not done. We are not done. So, I know Sentinel Prime is coming out with the Sentinel pack, and he's got the thing, the golden plate to hold all the stuff. I know that. I don't plan on, now, and I'm saying that with a firm no. I'm not picking that up to put all these on a plate, even if it does go with the rumored HasLab Primus next year. And you know how easy it's going to be for me to take this sword and make it into the color? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You see the sword. You see the sword. So what does that mean? 14th Prime. That means that I completed the 14th Primes because here is Vector Prime in the flesh. I know they revealed the other one because a lot of y'all will jump in the comments and be like, but they just revealed it 3 days ago. Have you not seen it? Have you not seen the video? Because I did the video about him being revealed. And I mean, I will say this. The black and gold color scheme means absolutely nothing to me. Nothing whatsoever. I actually thought about customizing this one, which I am going to fix this, where it's a little bland, where he's the... Oh, and I can finally take Jax's, GX down from the 14th Prime's shelf, because it bothered so many of you to see him up there. But that was because he was a remold of this. I was like, whatever, it's just a placeholder. But now, yes, Vector can go up there with the 14 Primes and Rung and little baby Rodimus and Vector Sigma, because it all works perfectly. And Unicron will be going back in there with this, and I'm going to do a whole photo shoot and all that stuff with it. But man, actually, you know what? I'm going to mess with this first, since he's out of the box already. I do have the sword. This is going to be an absolute joy. I'm just glad that it's over. You know what I mean? I'm glad that it's over. I've been saying that for a long time, and I know my wife is happy that this is over. Just, man, it was a fun hunt. It was a fun time trying to collect all of these. And now that I have all 14, it's like, a weight lifted off my shoulders. I don't have, you know what I mean? No more, they got to release Vector, or they got to release such and such. And I didn't see any difference other than color, because they said that the new Vector Prime was going to have a couple little bells and whistles or whatever, something. No, it was bad enough that I thought that he was going to be the one that came with the plate to finish off the 14 Primes. No one knew that we had to buy a Sentinel afterwards, who is not a Prime, only to get a plate to put all these on. And if you put all the weapons on the plate, what they gonna do? Well, how are they supposed to fight if all of the weapons are glued to a gold disc or a gold medallion? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think that's all. I think that's everything that's in my box of goodness. All of this has been sitting here at my house the whole time, like literally delivered as we were 7 hours into our drive. I got the notification, your stuff has came, and my son was at work, so he couldn't text me to tell me, but he did tell me when he got home or whatever. But the point is, all of this has just been sitting here. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't care about going on a hunt, because my hunt had been delivered. You know what I mean? Sometimes the hunt is fun. The hunt is always a fun, wonderful thing to go do. And it's always wonderful being out in the wild and at a store and finding that one toy that I probably could have found this at any Target for $17.99. But whatever. He's here now. And this for $39.99 when it was originally $79.99. I've watched that Toy Guys review on this maybe four or five times while I was in Florida. Like after they went to bed or after everybody went to sleep, and I would just get up and slide out to the living room for a little bit. That's what I was watching the entire time. And so I think this is probably going to be the most fun out of all of them, because from what I'm told and from what I've seen, that helicopter is something to write home about. I'm about to find out. This is another one of those toys that I never had as a child. I never had Sandstorm Either iteration, not there. I wouldn't have picked up the Beast Wars one because I think a helicopter and a dune buggy is way cooler than a Scorpion. Sorry, I do. And I have enough I got quite a few. I can reach up right now and grab a Scorpion just like that. That he's that close. And he's cool. He is. But, see, and that's the problem. Collector's problems. Shout out to Collector's Problems. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I didn't do the hunt. But like I said, let me know down in the comments, who are you excited about as far as these the Seeker multi-pack. Oh boy, do you think they'll be the new moles? Let me read. I should have read it, but I just couldn't wait to come talk to y'all. I missed my family while I was gone. Well, y'all, family. I missed y'all while I was on vacation or workcation or whatever. But yeah, let me know. Do you plan on picking any of them up? Do you plan on picking up the Hot Wheels? Do you plan on picking up Fast and the Furious? Lastly, Final Fantasy VII Part 3 has been revealed, and that's what I'm going to go watch for the rest of the afternoon. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. I love each and every one of y'all. Subscribe, like, share, and do all that good stuff when you get home.